according to Boosie, forged his signature and got Young Blue released without the deal to sign an Empire deal. And now Boosie got a fight in court to prove his signature was forged and that Young Blue owed him millions of dollars because he was still signed to him. That's what Boosie said during the Vlad TV interview.
I'm the CEO. I mean, you're my top artist. Anybody you would have brought to the table, I would have been willing to talk to.
Right.
Anybody you want to talk to, I'm willing to talk to. I ain't gonna get more money because I'm talking. But to X me out, you know, it doesn't go like that, you know. And all the parties involved, everybody was in cahoots and everybody knew what was going on, you know. Everybody knew what was going on, bro, and I was done wrong. And around while I'm pissed off, I was done wrong while I was shot in a wheelchair. That's what happened, in a wheelchair. That's why that's why.
Oh, they thought maybe you were just out of here and
went far, did all this stuff when I was in a wheelchair. And that's what really pissed me off about the situation. I would have took Blue to any label and tried to get him, but they did all this when I was in a wheelchair. And you bring me $100,000 like you doing this for me, helping your career, when you done went got this money from Empire and you bringing me
the video, we watched the cash.
Yeah, thinking you just looking out for me, but no, you done went, gave all my way, and you bringing me and got some money from Empire, and you bringing me this. It's just wrong, bro. I would have took that dude anywhere, bro, and got him a deal.
Yeah.
I want money. That's the only way I make money off you. I don't, your management, I don't. Nothing. Only way I make money is I take you to get a deal. And cut me, and you know, man, like everybody in a situation, bro. I was texting guys for 5 months. I text him, I text him, you do his time to me, you know he's my artist. I see he's working with y'all. What's the business? I got to get paid. Let's do this right. I text him. That was in March. He didn't take me back to July when I told him paperwork is coming. And you know it's real, God. Bro, I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
If Boosie is telling the truth, I wouldn't give a what you got for a collab tape. I want the millions you already owe me from the Empire deal. Yo, that's like somebody who you know, right? Y'all do a business deal. Let's just say, I don't know, right? Y'all cut some grass, right? Y'all cut about 10 houses. Y'all get paid $1,000. They can take the entire $1,000 and go. Y'all start beefing. Then they hit you like, bro, why you still beefing about the $1,000, bro? I got some other houses, bro, which will cut their grass for another $1,000, bro. We can get some money right there. What you doing, bro? Just make your lawnmower, bro. Stop playing. And then when they tell the story, they blame you for not wanting to bring your lawnmower to go cut more grass for some additional money when they already owe you $1,000. Man, I'm not working with you. I'm not doing anything until I get my original paper. So when Young Blue is telling the story, he's painting Boosie as if Boosie is the greedy one, or as if Boosie is the villain or being selfish. Again, if Boosie is telling the truth, I don't understand how Boosie is being selfish, nor do I understand why Young Blue will expect Boosie to work with him.
No, but you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. You want to just talk about something else. But like, with that, bro, I know I'm a real. I never did to know that, like, bro, I don't see the contradict yourself so much. Like, man contradict yourself, bro. How you gonna say, Blue ain't want to give you no money, but then go in another interview with Glad, you can look at it right now. Oh, you know Blue offered me $2 million. You know he offered me $2 billion. So did I offer you $2 million or did I just offer you nothing? You feel me? Because I didn't even have to offer you $2 billion. You know what I'm saying? I just did that just off the respect. I just felt like that's just like if you had an artist, right? If you had an artist, now just come back. You had an artist, right? You weren't really put no money behind it, right? And y'all went to sign to another label. And y'all went to sign to Columbia or whatever. Columbia dropped the artist. You know what I'm saying? They dropped the artist. And the artist like, man, I don't know what to do, man. It seems like it's just going. You feel me? Man, I need about 100, 150. So I want to do all this stuff right here. We can take off. If you don't got it, or if you don't want to do it, bro, Just nigga got my deal, bro. We can sign a release right now. Let's work on it. We work on the release for 6 months. You in the email, your lawyer in the email, your brother in the email. All of us in the email going back and forth for 6 months.
With Caesar Sportsbook, we call the shots. Choose from quick picks or build your own bets. It's never easier with features like Parlay Builder and Same Game Parlays. Bet like a Caesar with Caesar Sportsbook, official sports betting partner of the NHL.
We finished the deal. I come to your, before we can do it, I come to your house on October. I say, man, bro, this is what we doing, bro. I'm gonna have to go over there and get this bag with Empire, bro. If you don't want to give me no money. You wasn't giving nobody no 100, no 150. You wasn't doing nothing to put into nobody. You feel me?
I do agree with the Boosie wasn't giving no money. He was giving his cosign. But I don't agree that Boosie actually signed the release papers. What I believe took place was they was talking about the release. They was talking about how to work out the terms of the release. Then Young Blue talked fire with the Drake song, and Boosie said, I'm not signing that release, homie. Not happening, sorry. So, I almost signed you away. And I have no idea that Drake song was coming, but y'all knew the Drake song was coming. Well, when Boosie talks about the situation, again, like Young Blue has a point here as well. If you didn't give me any money, man, bro, you can't be demanding like the 30-40%. Nah, come on, like that ain't fair, bro. But he deserves something. Because Boosie would say, bro, I got you on live TV. I use my relationships to get you features. I got you hot. I got you good looks. So I didn't give you $150,000 marketing budget or a signing bonus, but I gave you $150,000 worth of my relationship, and that's worth something. And you will still sign to me regardless of what you thought I did with you. You still agree to sign and give me my percentage, so I need that. So regardless of what Young Blue thinks Boosie did for him, if he was still signed and he didn't sign that release paper, you owe that man some money. And I don't think Boosie signed him away because why would TK need to forge Boosie's signature?
And all the orders over that can vouch for that. He said, all right, bro, you can do it. Once I go do that, the next month, I got a song with Drake. Of course you're going to get amnesia. Of course you're going to get amnesia. Just had me. You feel me? Soon as the release is done, I get a song with Drake. Now me, just being like, ain't gonna lie, like, even though I know he's lying about not knowing that I wanted to get out the deal and not signing the release, I'm like, so that is a big ass fluke. That's just a big fluke, but like, I do too much. Like, we try to get at least 2 million out of these people, you feel me, to give to you just to make you feel like, because I know you know that you help me. Because I know you feel like you missed out. Yeah, I felt like, I did feel like he missed out too. I really felt like, I wish you would have just took the money behind it. You feel me? I wish you would have just did this so we wouldn't even have to get to this point. You feel me? And when we did that release, he got a lot of return for that release. Like all my old, all that. I think. So at that point, bro, you get online and start bashing me, start bashing me in all these interviews, talking about my name, telling me about I'm a snake, telling me about I'm this, telling about. At this point, bro, bro, I can't even, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I can't even, you know what I'm saying? At this point, it's like, I can't even have no sympathy for you because it's like, so it's like, bro.
The time that Young Blue was released out of his contract, Boosie was in the hospital shot up. So I don't think Boosie is doing paperwork, is doing work while he shot up. What I think happened was, and this is just from my perspective, I think they had the release already in place. TK, being Young Blue's manager, knew the Drake song was coming down the pipeline. TK didn't want Boosie to get $1 out of that Drake song. Because TK and Boosie been had, TK had snaked Boosie out of a lot of money. They already been had issues. So TK being Boosie's brother and Young Boo's manager, he was working both sides. He knew the inner label business and he knew Young Boo's business. TK understanding that Drake song was coming down the pipeline, he forged that signature and put that release through fast for that Drake song came. Because Boosie did not sign that release paper when he was in the hospital shot up. That don't even make sense. It just doesn't make sense at all. Now, Jim Jones was laughing during the interview. I don't think Jim Jones, again, man, like we have been branded Jim Jones haters, but I don't think Jim Jones did anything necessarily wrong during this interview. I think he asked the questions, but he laughed a little bit. But I don't think Jim Jones antagonized to the point that Boosie should be writing paragraphs calling out Jim Jones. Boosie took to Twitter and he wrote, Jim Jones, this dude lied to you and you gassed him up to lie even more. Shaking my head. I always salute. But I don't understand how Jim Jones gassed up Young Blue to lie some more. I'll be real, when I first heard this, I thought, man, Jim Jones definitely did that. He messy. I watched the entire portion, bro. I don't think Jim Jones did anything like that. Jim Jones asked the questions and laughed a little bit, but I don't think Jim Jones did you too grimy, bro. So Boosie continues, and he says, I always saluted and bragged on my artists, and the world knows this. What the F would I get mad about him being big time when the bigger he gets, the more I eat? I talked to you in October, and you say you wanted to see me get paid, and I deserve to get paid, but you wanted to clear your name. Now you go on a podcast and say I was hating on you, getting big time. Really? You know that's BS. The lawyer just did the deposition and said Boosie knew nothing about this deal. He also said he didn't talk to me about nothing. He even said what they made him do, he could have got barred for that. Shaking my head. He went off at deposition on y'all bad. So the lawyer that Young Blue apparently had, get him out of the deal or work the contract, apparently that lawyer is turning on Young Blue. Bro, it feels like Boosie's about to get paid, to be honest, bro. And he continues, he says, he went off at deposition on y'all bad, and my name was forged. So why are you mad at me? Be mad at Empire. They knew you was my artist and put you up against me to fight me, bro. Then stop paying your attorney fees after they put you in 5 years of lawyer debt. But I'm a bad guy, shaking my head. You want to clear your name, just tell the truth. Tell the world I deserve to get my money. Don't just tell me, tell the world. This was the world respect. Everyone pointing fingers. You blaming TQ blaming me, saying he couldn't get it. $5 million on the table. So apparently it was a $5 million deal. Or 5 M's was on the table. Now, out of that 5 M's, I don't know how much Boosie think that he deserves. Because that's 5 M for the deal plus the Drake record profits and the Drake record deal. That's crazy, man. So apparently TQ couldn't get in touch with Boosie, so he signed a contract and forged his name. This is insane, man. He goes, Empire blaming y'all for bad business and saying they didn't know you was my artist. Shook my head. More of the story. I was effed over to all my fans. Court has been going great for me. For some reason, I just believe Boosie, man. Boosie's story just seems so on point. He got his ducks in a row. Right, Young Blue, you gotta make this right. This ain't cool, man. But Boosie, I wouldn't blame Jim Jones, bro. I don't think Jim Jones did nothing wrong. And as an interviewer, as a podcaster, I can tell you, bro, when somebody's trying to gas it up, I don't think Jim Jones was trying to gas it up. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? Do y'all think Jim Jones did anything wrong? Do y'all feel like Young Blue is lying on Boosie or is Boosie lying? Let me know. If you're still watching, click on this video right here to find out why DJ Academics and Charlamagne the God just officially declared war on each other. I'm going to see you guys in this Academics and Charlamagne video. Send me a hype to this video if you want to support. I'm going to see you guys in the Charlamagne the God and Academics video. Please send me a hype. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.
With Duro, cars are wherever you want to pick them up. Rental cars are in Section H, Space 45, which is actually back that way. Right car, right where you need it. Duro, rent a car, not a rental car.
So then you got